Did you know that after turning 60, the average American loses nearly one-third of their leg strength within a decade, even if they still walk every day? That means the simple act of climbing stairs, standing up from a chair, or catching yourself from a small slip becomes harder, slower, and far more dangerous than you realize. Every year, over 2.5 million seniors in the U.S. are hospitalized because of falls not from accidents, but from weak legs. And here's the scary part. Most of them had no idea it was happening until it was too late. But this isn't one of those depressing aging is inevitable talks. This video is about taking back control, because no matter your age, your body can still rebuild strength, balance, and confidence if you stop making the silent mistakes that are secretly weakening your legs every day. These aren't the obvious "you need more protein" tips that fill the internet. These are real science-backed errors that most people over 60 make without noticing, the kind that quietly rob your muscle power and mobility over time. So if you've ever stood up and felt your knees wobble or worried about losing your independence someday, stay with me. In the next few minutes, I'll show you 8 hidden mistakes that weaken your legs and how to fix them safely, naturally, and permanently. Your legs aren't just there to help you walk, they're the engine of your entire body. After 60, maintaining strong legs isn't about vanity or muscle size, it's about survival, independence, and longevity. According to research from Harvard and the National Institutes of Health, people over 60 with higher leg strength have up to 30% lower risk of heart disease, 40% better balance control, and even slower cognitive decline than those who stay inactive. Why? Because your leg muscles are your body's largest calorie-burning system, pumping blood, oxygen, and nutrients to every organ, including your brain. Every time you take a step, your legs send a surge of circulation upward, fueling your heart, sharpening your focus, and protecting your joints. But here's the catch. If you lose leg strength, you don't just lose muscle, you lose metabolism, balance, and confidence. The weakness starts quietly, a skip stair here, a shorter walk there. Before long, your body begins to rely on support instead of strength, and that's when aging truly begins to accelerate. So remember, this strong legs aren't just about mobility, they're about keeping your whole life in motion. Because when your legs stay strong, so does everything else. It might sound harmless, but the shoes you wear can quietly destroy your leg strength. Most people over 60 walk into the gym or start a home workout wearing the same soft running shoes they use for errands. They feel comfortable, but that comfort comes at a cost. Running shoes are designed to absorb shock, not transfer force. Their cushioned soles create an unstable base during exercises like squats, lunges, or even simple sit-to-stands. When your feet sink into soft foam, your legs can't push with full power. Instead of strengthening your quads and glutes, you're wasting energy just trying to stay balanced. Over time, that instability doesn't just limit progress, it leads to muscle imbalances, knee pain, and an increased risk of falling. Your body starts compensating in all the wrong ways, using smaller muscles to stabilize, instead of letting the big ones do their job. The result? Less strength, less control, and more strain on your joints. The fix is simple but powerful. Train with shoes that have firm, flat soles, or better yet, go barefoot for light home workouts if your balance allows. This gives your feet a solid foundation, reconnects your body to the ground, and restores true leg power. Because stability starts from the ground up. Here's a mistake almost everyone makes, especially older adults, who think shorter rest means faster progress. The truth is, when it comes to leg training, less rest doesn't make you stronger, it makes you weaker. Your leg muscles are the largest in your body. Movements like squats, leg presses, or step-ups drain enormous amounts of energy, especially for people over 60. When you rest for only 30 or 60 seconds, your body simply hasn't restored its energy systems yet, specifically the ATP that fuels your strength. According to exercise physiology studies, your muscles need around 3 to 5 minutes to fully recover after heavy compound movements. Skipping that recovery time means you start your next set tired with less stability, less focus, and less power. Over time, this habit doesn't just limit progress, it increases the risk of injury because you're training in a state of fatigue. So here's what to do. Respect your rest. Between sets, sit down, breathe deeply, and let your heart rate come down. This isn't laziness, it's science. By giving your body enough time to recharge, you'll lift better, move better, and build stronger legs safely. Because recovery isn't wasted time, it's where real growth happens. Many people over 60 avoid cardio because they're afraid it will burn muscle. But here's the truth, skipping cardio doesn't preserve your strength, it destroys it. Your legs don't just rely on muscle fibers. They depend on your heart and lungs to deliver oxygen and nutrients that power every movement. When your cardiovascular system is weak, your legs tire faster, your recovery slows down, and your muscles never get the full stimulus they need to grow stronger. Imagine doing a set of squats and feeling winded halfway through, not because your legs gave out, but because your heart couldn't keep up. That's not a muscle problem. That's a conditioning problem. Studies from the American College of Sports Medicine show that older adults who perform moderate cardio 2 to 3 times per week experience faster muscle recovery, better blood circulation, and fewer joint aches. You don't need to run marathons. Simple, consistent movement is enough. Brisk walking on an incline for 15 minutes, gentle cycling or stair climbing a few times a week. These exercises strengthen your heart while keeping your legs active and responsive. Remember, the best strength training program in the world won't work if your heart can't support it. Keep your heart strong and your legs will follow. This is one of the most common and sneaky mistakes people make, doing half reps and calling it a full workout. You see it all the time. Shallow squats, short leg, presses, quick movements that never challenge the full muscle. It feels easier, sure, but it's also why progress stalls. When you limit your range of motion, you limit your potential for growth. Your muscles only strengthen within the range they're trained in. If you never move fully, your body never learns to stabilize or generate power through the entire motion. Research published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that participants who perform full-range squats gain significantly more strength and size, not just in the quads, but also in the glutes and hamstrings, compared to those who trained with partial movements. That's because full motion keeps muscles under tension longer and recruits more fibers at once. Here's the fix: focus on quality, not quantity. Lower yourself slowly until your thighs are parallel to the ground or slightly below if your joints allow. Then drive up with control. It's better to perform 8 perfect deep reps than 15 lazy ones. Because true progress isn't about lifting more weight, it's about mastering every inch of the movement. Walk into any gym and you'll see it, people training their quads endlessly while completely ignoring the muscles behind them. When you only work the front of your legs, you create imbalance, instability, and eventually pain. The front muscles, your quadriceps, straighten the knee, but the ones behind your hamstrings and glutes control how you move, balance, and protect your joints. When those are weak, every step, squat, or stair climb becomes a risk. Orthopedic studies show that a poor strength ratio between the quadriceps and hamstrings increases the chance of knee injury, especially the ACL, by nearly 3 times. And for older adults, that imbalance often shows up as stiffness, joint discomfort, or trouble standing for long periods. The good news: fixing it is simple. Add hamstring curls, glute bridges, and calf raises twice a week. These exercises train the muscles that stabilize you, the ones that protect your knees, hips, and ankles every time you move. I once trained a retired firefighter in his late 60s who struggled with chronic knee pain. After 4 weeks of focusing on glutes and hamstrings, his pain nearly disappeared and his balance came back. Because strength isn't just what you see in the mirror, it's what keeps you standing tall. At first glance, it sounds logical. I'll just train all my leg muscles in one session and be done for the week. But here's the problem. Your body doesn't work like that. When you try to hit quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves all in one workout, something always gets left behind. Your energy and focus are strongest in the first half of the session. By the time you reach the later exercises, fatigue sets in, technique breaks down, and your effort drops. The result: the first muscles you train grow while the rest fall behind. Legs are a big system, the largest in your body, and they deserve more than a one-day rush job. That's why experienced lifters and physical therapists alike recommend splitting your leg training into 2 days per week. 1 day for quadriceps and glutes, another for hamstrings and calves. This allows you to give each area the focus and intensity it needs. And if you're short on time, alternate your focus each week. Start 1 week with quads, the next with hamstrings. That small adjustment keeps your progress balanced. Your legs deserve your best energy, not the leftovers. Because when you train smarter, not harder, you build strength evenly, and that's what keeps you moving with confidence for decades. Most people focus only on the push, the lifting, the pressing, the part that looks powerful. But what truly builds strength is the part almost everyone rushes through, the lowering phase or eccentric control. When you lower the weight, your muscles are lengthening under tension, and that's where the deepest stimulus for growth happens. Ignoring this phase is like skipping half the workout. Studies published in the Journal of Applied Physiology reveal that eccentric focused training can boost strength by up to 45% compared to traditional lifting. Why? Because you're naturally stronger while lowering a weight than while lifting it. Slowing down that movement increases mechanical tension, activates more fast-twitch fibers, and causes tiny micro tears in the muscle, the healthy kind that trigger rebuilding and growth. Let me give you an example. I once coached a 68-year-old man who struggled with leg stability. We cut his weights in half and added a simple rule: take 3 full seconds to lower every squat and leg press. Within 3 weeks, his balance improved and his legs felt more powerful than they had in years. So the rule is simple: control the descent. Count 1, 2, 3 on the way down, then rise smoothly. Because slow isn't weak, slow is smart. This is the most overlooked mistake of all, and the one that separates people who transform their bodies from those who quit halfway. You can't fake effort. Muscles know when you're just going through the motions. Most people treat leg day like a chore, something to get over with instead of something to master. But when you train without passion, your body responds in kind. You get minimal growth, sluggish hormone response, and a mindset that quietly tells your body to age faster. Science backs this up. A University of Texas study found that participants who trained with genuine focus and motivation gained 60% more strength and muscle growth than those who performed the same workouts without mental engagement. Your body listens to your mind. When you care, it performs differently. So before every workout, remind yourself why you're doing this. Maybe it's to stay strong enough to travel to hike with your grandkids, or simply to stand tall without fear. When your reason is clear, your intensity follows. Because leg training isn't just about muscles, it's about freedom. The freedom to move live and do the things that make you feel alive. Train with purpose, not obligation. Because every rep done with heart adds not just strength to your legs, but years to your life. So now you know the truth. It's not age that weakens your legs. It's the small, silent mistakes that sneak into your routine. The wrong shoes rushing your rest, skipping cardio, doing half reps, training imbalances, overloading one day, ignoring the eccentric phase, or losing motivation. Each one quietly chips away at your strength. But the moment you correct them, your body begins to rebuild. It doesn't matter if you're 60 or 75, muscle still listens, responds, and grows when you train it right. Take it slow, stay consistent, and treat every session like a promise to your future self. You're not just building stronger legs, you're building the freedom to live on your own terms, to walk confidently, to travel, to dance, to play with your grandkids without fear. If this video helped you understand your body better, save it and share it with someone who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe for more senior health insights, medical tips, and safe exercises designed to keep you moving powerfully at any age. Because getting older isn't about slowing down, it's about learning how to move smarter, live stronger, and age with confidence. Stay healthy, stay hopeful, and may God bless your journey.